I just started my stream and I did not give her enough time to give her a kiss, so.
You're funny.
I love you.
Love you.
Anyways, welcome in everybody. My name is Dr. Ravenstein. This is my girlfriend Daphne. She eventually will be playing Dark Souls 3.
Why?
Wait.
Huh?
Yeah, cause 2 PS5s, remember?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Anyways, not the topic of conversation. I am back playing Dark Souls 3 Part 8. Still streaming over on TikTok. We're gonna get that started. Last stream was a little annoying. As I say, I'm not a fan of Elden Ring. I will continue to not be a fan of Elden Ring. If you want my opinions of that, I have said it in my Dark Souls 2 video, episode 11, I think. What are you doing down there? How long have you been down there? You're so cute.
She's been being circle.
That's her secondary spot if you have her chair. Anyways.
Or over there. She'll just sit.
We're gonna get started, and let's see what happens. Not what I meant. Oh man, it's crazy how easy it is to get me heated. I don't get it. I don't get how I'm able to just go from being fine to not. What?
It's funny, even before you sent it to me, I'd already put it on my MP3.
Okay. I think Matt sent it to me like a week ago.
It hasn't been out.
The other day, I don't fucking know. I know he sent it to me. Let's get into it. So last we left off, we killed Sister Freed by the Ariando. Now we're doing the champion, Grave Tender, and then we're moving on to Ring City. Best Dark Souls 3 DLC. I do not expect this fight to take very long. Come on. Alright, Sif. Copy paste. Sif wannabe. Will you stop moving long enough for me to actually land a fucking hit? Thank you. Yeah, I forget the bonfire spawns out here for some reason. I don't know why it spawns out here when most of the fight takes place in there. That makes sense. Anyways. Gonna level up. Burp a little bit. Okay, give me a sec. I'm gonna close out and reload Dark Souls 3. It's lagging, or frame rate's dropping like crazy.
She just stared at me.
Hi, Sleepy.
She's just been yawning, sitting there and yawning.
I can't hear you. But she proved my point about being sleepy almost immediately. I gotta hide that image or else TikTok flags it as reproducing content. What? Welcome in, everybody. Hello, hello. See, that's how we should be running. Alright. Ring City, baby! Right immediately into fighting the fucking demon princes. One of my favorite boss fights in this game. Fucking what? Ow. All of about like an hour, maybe. I was gonna say NCR sounded familiar. Mr. New California Republic. I played a lot of Fallout 4, but that's about it. I own New Vegas and 3. Oh, a settlement needs your help. I'll mark it on your map. Fuck off, Preston. Okay? Nobody gives a shit about these other settlements. It's all like 3 dudes who give you like 20 caps. And you waste like 1,000 bullets trying to fight 1,000,000 raiders. Fuck off. Nobody cares. Ow. Ow. What? Easily one of my favorite Avenged Sevenfold intros. So I arrive naked and cold. Ow. My only problem with the Dragon Slayer Great Axe is the like the stab into the ground after a roll. Come here, buddy. Ow. Start up your laser. Just not today. Oh, fuck. First try Demon Prince, bro. Let's go. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, hello. See, all we needed was a little bit of the stage playing. That's it. That's all I needed. For those who do not know, this area is actually Firelink Shrine from Dark Souls 1. I'm using Unreal Engine and Blender. Yeah, this is where the bonfire is and the tree. Then over here, you have the small little chapel where you've got Frampt. Down over here, you would have your entrance to the catacombs. And for those who really know, there was actually code in the game for the wall back here to be opened by Andre, and that would take you down instead of Frampt taking you all the way down. Dark Souls 1 is also 15 years old. I forget you exist. I'm alright. Seeing these guys in a couple of weeks. So excited. Oh, I forgot to wait. Dumbass. Just wake up. Can't you wake up? What up, Midir? I will definitely be fighting Midir this playthrough. One of my favorite fights in the franchise. Such a fucking awesome fight. I'm done conversating with people with that kind of mindset. I literally just finished my Dark Souls 2 playthrough the other day. I've been playing Dark Souls 1 since it came out 15 fucking years ago. That kind of mindset is just bullshit. What? That was bullshit. Can you stop? I'm sitting here with close to fucking 3 levels on my body. Once I get enough for that third, I'm gonna go level up. Dark Souls 1 and 2 are 30 or 60 FPS. The only game that is not 60 FPS is Bloodborne. Dark Souls Remastered runs at 60 FPS. Dark Souls 2 runs at 60 FPS. The original Dark Souls 1 that is unable to be played is 30 FPS. But that version is only available on PS3 and Xbox 360, I think. The iframes in Dark Souls 2 are controlled by the stats. Okay. Where is this disc dude? Someone down there. And yet people have been playing them for 15 years. Playing them due to your personal preference of a graphical perfection is a sad mindset. Those are some of the best games of their generation, and not playing them because they are not up to modern standards is sad. Yeah, Elden Ring is 5 years old. Dark Souls 3 is 8 to 10 years. No, it's 10 years old this year. Dark Souls 1, the original, is 15 years old and was made for the PS3. The PS5 works 3 times better than the PS3. Of course it's not going to hold up the same. I reinforce my statement by saying that is the dumbest mindset. Of course it's not going to hold up the same. The PS3 came out in what? 2009? When was the PS3 released? 2006. And they did. What do you think the Scholar of the First Sin edition and the Dark Souls 1 Remastered edition was? They are playable versions, you just don't have the ability to actually play them because you don't have the mindset of somebody who wants to play a video game. You have the mindset of somebody who wants to be spoon-fed the best game available. These games are 15 to 10 years old. They're not going to be perfect. Saying that you don't want to play them because they don't hold up is like playing an 8-bit game. Or a platformer. It's like saying you don't want to play the original Marios. Those are still some of the most played games. It's such a dumb argument. Like, there's no other way to say it. For the hardware that they were made on, oh my god. For the hardware that Dark Souls 3, or Dark Souls 3, the hardware that Dark Souls 1 and 2 were made on, they are amazing games. The responsiveness is only on you. You also gotta realize, how did they get to the point that Elden Ring and Dark Souls 3's quality are? By making Dark Souls 1 and 2 first and learning from it. Comparing them to Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring is also a bullshit mindset. They learn from their mistakes of the previous game to build up and up. We're saying the same thing, but you're taking a negative stance on it. You're unwilling to change your own mindset in order to play a good game for the time that it was made. It may not be perfect for modern standards, obviously, but of its time, it was still a really good game. And it still holds up today if you give it a fucking chance. It is playable now. You just don't want it to be. I don't know why I'm listening to somebody who's got a fucking AI profile image.
Yikes.
Of course you're not going to be happy with anything. It's not AI generated garbage. What a sad fucking mindset, dude. Oh, I can't play this game that came out 15 years ago because it wasn't made 2 weeks ago.
It's literally like
I can't hear you. What?
I was just gonna say it's literally like comparing Ocarina of Time, which is probably the most played Zelda game, to like Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still planning on playing 3.
Watch this guy join my Discord server just to fucking rant.
Is that just like...
Yes. That would be... Oh, they've already left.
Like, how do you know?
Because they had a role, now they don't.
Oh.
And because it doesn't show up as a mutual server.
Oh.
Anyways, welcome in everybody. Hello, hello. I have a low tolerance for people who are unwilling to play a game for the dumbest reasons. Dark Souls 3 is a great game. Malort, thanks for the follow.
It's just, today has just been unpacking for those people.
It's because of the way TikTok's topic algorithm works. As I said earlier, it's because I was talking about that other game so much that it's giving me all the people who play that game specifically. And there's more people who play that game than plays these games. And as I always say, it is a different mindset. Well, if I say the name of the game, then TikTok's gonna start doing what I'm saying it's gonna do. It's also not a game I want to talk about. I want to talk about the game I'm playing right now, or the game that I'm working on developing. Instead of this one, actually, gonna go level up 3 times. Okay. Oh. What?
Okay.
Yeah. I will, yeah. So what I've been doing is I've been playing all of Dark Souls 1, optional bosses and DLCs. Dark Souls 2, optional bosses and DLCs. Bloodborne, optional bosses and DLCs. All of the game, right? Now I'm doing all of Dark Souls 3. Then I will be doing the Convergence mod. Then I will end up going back to Dark Souls 1 and 2 and finishing my PC Platinum for them. I hope so too, betches. Thanks for the well wishes. Nice. I have been playing Souls games since the original Dark Souls 1 came out. What the fuck is this opening? I just completely missed the opening, apparently. Ooh. Almost got me. I have Platinum Dark Souls 1 on PlayStation, 88% of Dark Souls 2. I'll be doing that on my own time. Finishing that. Oh, fuck. So, all of Dark Souls 1 on PlayStation, 88% of Dark Souls 2 All of Dark Souls 3, all of Bloodborne and the DLC, Elden Ring on PC, PS4, and PS5, Dark Souls 3 and Lies of P on PC, but so that I don't get my playthroughs mixed up on what I have made content on for this platform that I am also currently live on right now, I will end up doing my, I don't know about spin-off, but the sequel. I'm really hoping it is an open world. But I loved Lies of P and I loved the DLC. It was a lot of fun. I finished the Platinum on PC, but I've still got to do it on PlayStation. As far as I know, but there's also not a lot of information that we know of the game. We got the teaser for Dorothy from Wizard of Oz at the end, but that's about it. Get out of here, Morn. But I have played Kazan. I'm like halfway through my second playthrough and close on the Platinum. This area was such a maze my first time through, but I found that if you just drop back the first two areas, like you go down the stairs and drop twice. The twin greatswords. Yeah, if you roll back down the stairs, drop, go forward until you have to drop again, you'll reach this level until you hit this. I can get through here in 5 minutes normally. Sometimes a lot faster. Just gotta remind myself, you know? What twin greatswords are you talking about? Oh, the Ring Knight greatswords. They're pretty good for PvP if I remember correctly. Ow. Easily one of the coolest dragon fights in a FromSoft game. If not the coolest. Definitely my favorite. You cannot fight him down below if you have not killed him up here. Or knocked him down up here. That's the game I will not comment on, and dragon fights are easily my least favorite in that game. Even with the overabundance of them, they are all the same. I'm just saying, like that, I wanted to clarify. That's the one I don't talk about. But the overabundance of them in that game spread them so thin for that design specifically that they overused it so fucking much that every dragon fight in that game is just the same fight. There's only the two big ones, Placidusax and Bale, that are different fights, and even then, they don't feel like dragon fights to me. They're just giant balls of fire and lightning. Which is crazy because they're weak to lightning. How are two lightning dragons weak to fucking lightning? My first 5 playthroughs of that DLC was a lightning build. Bale never killed me. I first tried Bale 5 playthroughs in a row with a lightning build. It was really sad. Man, I really ran through this DLC. I will say this. For anybody who does not know me or my content or my channel, if you want to know my opinion of that game, go to this platform. You can find it in my bio. Go to my Dark Souls 2 playlist, episode 11, I believe. Most of that is me talking about my opinion of this game. Okay? That's the only way I'm going to talk about it. Go to this platform. Yeah, Midir is easily one of the hardest dragon fights in the franchise, if not the hardest. That fight will take you so fucking long. I'm not fighting him right now. I just want to get the Chloranthy Ring plus 3. Oh, dude. I was playing a modded run of Dark Souls 3, and I rolled through this weird, and I fell through the world. Chloranthy Ring. Okay, we're gonna go level up real quick. Then we're gonna fight Half-Light. Now, here's the question. Bale or Gale first? Probably Gale. Gale will be a faster fight. Oh, and for those who don't know, you can sell your soul items to the Shrine Handmaiden, and she will give you exact change. It is a really fun fight. I do wish it was harder. Yeah, thanks for the follow. See, I would say Gale would be a really, really fun, really difficult fight if his first and second phase were 2 separate health bars. Really cinematic for a last boss fight of the game and really well done, but he just felt pretty easy. And I'm going to say that, and he's going to absolutely kick my ass. Just watch, he's going to absolutely kick my ass this playthrough. Oh, if you want a challenge, this boss fight in the Convergence mod for Dark Souls 3 is bullshit. If you've ever played Bloodborne, I can't remember his name. There's a boss fight in Bloodborne where they take this boss fight and put it in here, and they just completely change how the fight is, and he's so annoying because he has this AoE where he puts out this giant ring, and if you get caught in it, it'll lift you up and drop you and it will put you to either dead, like full health 100%, or to 99% of your health dead. It is a very hard to get out of AoE, and it will almost always kill you. It is the most bullshit mod fight I've ever played. Nobody cares, Judicator Argo. Euclid, you fought him? Dude, he is so annoying. He would be a cool fight if it wasn't for that. Most of the time I play him, I put on a spellcasting build, and I just play keep away the whole time. It's the only way to survive. Oh yeah. I do plan on doing a convergence mod playthrough. Oh my god. I'd so much rather fight Half-Light than fight Euclid 100% of the time. Get the fuck out of here. Give me my Titanite Slab. Oh yeah. I did think it was really cool that if you were online, you had a chance of it being a player instead of Half-Light. And most of the time, you could actually get a player who would respect it and let you kill off the Painting Guardian. So that you didn't have to deal with both the Painting Guardian and the player. There were definitely players who didn't give a fuck and would more than willingly gank the shit out of you. But a lot of the time that I played it while I was online, you know, you'd get players who were respectful about it. It's pretty cool. I gotta check something. Oh, I am 18 follows away from 2,900. That's cool. I don't normally ask for follows, especially when I'm, you know, not at a terribly satisfying number, but 2,900 is pretty cool. Okay. We'll go drop a level in attunement just so I can... Exactly. You get distracted by the Painting Guardian and some of them will jump in, but as I said, I've had players who will wait for you to kill the Guardian and then fight you. Okay. Gale. I'm gonna do it. Make sure I have the music on. Your dark soul. Gale's theme is one of my favorites. You can let him go all the way up. He'll end up dying once he reaches about where the tip of my axe is. Not worth the 10 minutes it takes. Doesn't even drop anything. Alright, how many tries are we thinking? I'm gonna say 2. What up, buddy? You know what would be a cool tattoo? The image of the Dark Soul item. The Dark Soul. Ow. Come on. Come on. Ow. That was uncalled for. Come here. Do your dash. Dancer being one of your favorites is crazy. Gundyr though, Gundyr I can agree with. Yeah, Champion Gundyr would also be a cool fight if his fight was longer. But that's whatever. He is a side boss, you know. Udix Gundyr, though, definitely a very cool tutorial boss. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome to the party. If you are at all interested, I am also streaming over on this platform right here. You can find it in my bio. Go check it out. I've been playing all of Dark Souls 1, 2, Bloodborne, and now 3. All of it recorded over there. Go check it out. Hours and hours and hours of content to watch. I don't know. The entire Ariandel DLC was not particularly my favorite. Come on. Oh my god. No. I will not be elaborating on why. Ow. I've not played Sekiro. I honestly don't plan to. I have nothing against it. It's not my kind of game. I'll try something. I think he's strong against lightning. The damage is basically the same. Platinumed it 3 times. As it says right here, I've been playing these games for 15 years. Good God, dude. Why does it keep fucking doing that? Dark Souls 3 boss fights are by far the best in the franchise. Oh, look at this shit. God damn. I could only agree that Elden Ring has better boss fights if they were actually difficult and not artificially difficult. I have 0 healing items outside of a divine blessing, by the way. I believe that cinematic does not always mean cool. It actually makes it kind of annoying as fuck because you're not actually able to fight them, you're just watching the fight. Long and drawn out, not the greatest. Reed is long and drawn out because she's got 3 fucking phases. This guy's long and drawn out because I'm not using the right weapons with the right damage. Oh my god. Why the fuck does TikTok keep popping out the goddamn messages? That's the only reason I died right there. I don't know fucking why it does that, dude. I hate it. I've got the stream pulled up on another monitor. I can see the chat. Do I need to actively pop it out and have it sitting right fucking there? I'm not going to elaborate on why Elden Ring is not my favorite, other than I'm going to say, go watch my episode 11 Dark Souls 2. You'll find out why over on this platform. I'm done talking about Elden Ring. I've talked about it way too fucking much today. She swears worse than I do sometimes.
That's true.
But yeah, dude, I almost first tried him and I didn't have any heals like the last fucking third of his health bar. Yeah, that does barely more damage. Oh yeah, Wyatt. We got some good shit going on right here. Okay. Okay. You know, I actually kind of prefer the boss fight down here. Can we do it down here, please? Yeah, Dark Souls 3 is probably my favorite. I would say Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 2, Demon Souls. Oh my god, I hate that move. The stab is fine, but the way the axe stabs into the ground as a counter attack is fucking annoying. It does not hit him. Okay, that was a bullshit attack. Man, once again, and people with the Elden Ring lore. It doesn't make any sense to me. I swear to God, if I get one more person saying that Dark Souls 3, or Dark Souls 1 and 2 doesn't have lore, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Wyatt, thanks for the follow. Some people. Dark Souls 1 is easily the best lore in the franchise. And it's not brother-sister love like Elden Ring is. Dark Souls 2 does have some pretty great lore. I personally prefer Dark Souls 1's lore, especially the way it was portrayed. The environmental storytelling is my favorite part of it. Making you have to work to find it, to the point that it's 15 years old and we still don't know a lot of it on purpose is a really, really cool thing. Elden Ring doesn't even come top 5. That should not have hit me. No, I don't like lore that's centered around the love of brothers and sisters intimately. I do need to get more into Dark Souls 1 lore, but Dark Souls 3 lore, I mean. But Dark Souls 1 lore is one that I'm keenly up to date on, as best as I can be. Get off the hill. Oh my god. The fact that he's hit me with all of those is bullshit. If you think that's true, you should watch any video explaining Dark Souls 1, 2, or 3 lore. You will change your mind on which one has the best. By far. Oh! He had a sliver of fucking health left. I tried to get greedy. Not as deep while playing? Yeah, it's because it's intentionally kept from you. That is the whole fucking point. Elden Ring's lore is given to you and spoon-fed to you like the rest of the fucking game is. It's bullshit. But Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 makes you work for it. Dark Souls 1 specifically makes you really work for it. And that was on purpose. 100% on fucking purpose. And it was amazing. It was amazing. I loved that. Elden Ring is not harder. Like Wyatt just said, Elden Ring is one of the easiest fucking games. Dark Souls 1 is intentionally keeping it from you. Think of it like this. Your character has amnesia. You are learning the world just like everybody else. You are not spoon-fed information. You are not told it by everybody you see. You have to work for it. You have to find it out and research it. There's not an NPC in every fucking area. Yeah, hard when you don't have broken weapons, and that's basically every weapon in the game. That's the point. That's why the Dark Souls trilogy has always been considered one of the best fucking, or not best, but the hardest trilogies in gaming history, is because you are forced to learn it. That is it. He may be technically the hardest, but it is bloated difficulty and the worst boss in the franchise by far. I cannot comment on Sekiro. I've never played it. I have nothing against it. I've just never played it. And that's the thing. It's so kept from you that if you actually liked the game after your first playthrough, you would try to research it. You would want to figure it out. Promise Consort Radon, one of the most overused asset bosses of the franchise. One of the most unoriginal bosses of the franchise. If you actually played the other games and paid attention to Promise Consort Radon, you'd realize not only does his armor resemble Vengarl from Dark Souls 2, his first phase and second phase resemble Twin Princes from Dark Souls 3. You know, you got a big brute with fire damage. Then second phase, you've got a big brute with fire damage with a small dude on its back shooting white magic. Except they didn't massively improve. That boss was the most bloated, difficult bullshit in the game. See, this is why I said from the very beginning. Oh, is he here? I don't think he's here. This is why I said in the beginning I don't want to talk about Elden Ring, because it always turns into a conversation with brain-dead assholes. Nobody wants to have a conversation, everybody wants to be a brick wall and never actually think of any other opinion other than their own. They always get so fucking butthurt about everything. I'm just gonna stop reading chat for a minute. How about that? Slight correction, Wyatt. The most over-glazed Souls game. The only people who realistically glaze Elden Ring over any other Souls game are people who've been playing... Wait, let me rephrase that. That's not how I meant to say that. The only people who don't glaze Elden Ring, like new-gen Souls gamers do, are people who are actual Souls players and have been playing them since before Elden Ring came out. Before Elden Ring was announced. I've been playing them since I was 6. Not that I'm 15 years old. I've been playing them for 15 years. I can't hear you. Oh, this is canonically and um, developmentally the biggest arena in FromSoft history. I look 15? Are you kidding me? Somebody really got upset with my comment. If you're upset enough to say I look 15, you're fucking hilarious. How is it a compliment to be told I look like a child? Alright, keep this man away from children, because I'm scared. Easily. Except Mesmer was the only good fight in Elden Ring, and still I would rather fight the last giant from Dark Souls 2. See, this is why I, from the very beginning, said I wasn't going to talk about Dark Souls, or talk about Elden Ring. I never said Elden Ring doesn't have good fights. Alright, we're just gonna weed out the people that just can't seem to get the fucking message. I'm tired of having a conversation with a brick wall. She's my girlfriend. This is playthrough 1, but it's like my 70th playthrough of the game. I know. I've been sitting here saying I'm done talking about Elden Ring for like the last 10 minutes and people just won't shut the fuck up. My favorite fight of all time... It's hard. Lucas, thanks for the follow. It's between Artorias... Oh, I love Bloodborne. It's between Artorias from Dark Souls 1, Soul of Cinder, or Gale from Dark Souls 3. That's why I got my actual Spotify music off, and I'm listening to his boss music because it's among my favorite. I'm just so fucking distracted by chat right now because nobody wants to actually listen. Do I need to put up a message that says no backseat gaming? I love Demon Prince. Demon Prince is probably in my top 5 Dark Souls 3 fights. Oh yeah, the second phase fucking cape is bullshit. You know what I should do? Should make shoes and don mods for a little bit. Just start muting backseat gamers. Anybody who keeps trying to bring up Elden Ring. Yes. Ooh, stomach. Oh, fucking missed the roll. Bad timing. Definitely not easy fights. Ooh. That cape. It's bullshit. The Dragon Slayer Axe's little stab after a roll is still annoying. It only happens with Dark Souls 3, dude. I'm using a PS5 controller, but that's it. But I do agree, Rosie. Dark Souls 3, I mean, I've got 1,700 hours on it. If you're including mods... If you're including mods, I've got over 1,700 hours on Dark Souls 3 and over 70 playthroughs. Dragon Slayer Great Axe is probably my favorite boss weapon. I use the Herald Curve Greatsword as a non-boss weapon, though. Dragon Slayer Armor is definitely, like, top 3 favorite Dark Souls 3 fights, though. Yeah, I do wish Dark Souls or Bloodborne got something. What the fuck? I forgot he did that. See, my kind of thing is I like fights where it's sword versus sword or something like that, you know? It's weapon versus weapon, not player versus arena, almost. Like, take Osiris. Take Osiris, right? He's a giant dragon where he's just you know, dashing across the arena using his body as his weapon. Predicting a bodily action with no weapon makes it a little bit more difficult, but trying to predict a weapon's movement is a little bit more predictable because you can see the weapon start to move and kind of predict that attack. You can understand the choreography of it. Yeah. But Osiris, you know, Osiris has a move that is literally a one-frame dash. He will go from sitting still to halfway across the arena in a frame. It's fucking bizarre. It's why I have a hard time with first phase of Ludwig from Bloodborne. I love Ludwig's fight, but that first phase, dude, where you're dealing with just the body of him, is so crazy. That took way too long. That took way too fucking long. Anyways. Anybody who's having a good time, if you wouldn't mind dropping a follow, I'm like 10 follows away. 12 follows away from 2,900. Everybody, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Thoughts on Dragon Slayer Armor? Probably top 5 Dark Souls 3 fights. I am also streaming it over on this platform if you guys want to watch full screen. There's no music playing in the background. I do normally have music playing in the background, but when the conversation gets pretty heavy, I pause it. Yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of fun with it. I have a lot of fun with Dragon Slayer Armor. He did give me one hell of a fight in my first Soul Level 1. It took me 6 hours. But what we have now is Midir. You guys ready for Midir? Now try Abyss Watchers in the Convergence mods rekindled fight, dude. That's a fucking boss fight. Oh, it's this way. Yep. Midir is by far the most accurate dragon fight I've seen. So, Rosie, what I mean in Dark Souls 3's Convergence mod, there is a second way to fight there's a second way to fight Abyss Watchers and Yorm. And it's the rekindled version of the fight. Midir may very well be the hardest fight in Dark Souls 3. I don't fight him often, but he is by far the best, most... What is the word? Biologically accurate dragon fight in the franchise. He actually plays like a lizard. He's sporadic. He's batshit. He slithers around. You know? He's sporadic as fuck. I got freed 4th try this playthrough. God damn it. Yeah, but all Elden Ring dragons are the fucking same. The only 2 dragons that are any different are the Placidus Axe and Bale fights. And they're overly cinematic and drawn out and just not great. And that's gonna piss some people off, but I don't care. Overly cinematic versus an actual fight is not a good fight. Bale and Placidus Axe were severely predictable and easy to understand the choreography of their fight. Midir is sporadic and heavily unpredictable. Ooh. Bale has never killed me in several fucking playthroughs. Damn it. I do not expect to do this on my first try. It's been way too long since I've killed Bale or Midir. But in multiple playthroughs, Bale never killed me. Which is funny, because I used a fucking lightning build. Mellow, thanks for the follow. Yeah, it's crazy to me that a lightning dragon is heavily weak to lightning. Yeah, it's just a regular playthrough. This is... No, I'm not. I have platinumed Elden Ring 3 times. As it says right here, I've been playing these games for 15 years. I've played more than enough Elden Ring than I ever need to play. And that's already too much. Yeah, Midir is just heavily resistant to a lot of shit. Even being in water, I still only do this much damage to him, you know? Of course, he keeps using the same fucking attack. Dark Souls bosses feel rewarding to beat. Elden Ring bosses feel like a fucking chore. How dare you sneeze? Making it farther than I expected to make it on a first playthrough. Damn it. Yeah, you can join the Discord. That's why it's up there. Oh, I am out? Oh, fuck. Well, it's about to be over. Before it's over, I do want to see how much damage this does. Oh! Yeah. Dragon Slayer Axe is the best weapon I've got against them at the moment. What a fight. He's tough as fuck. Easily the best dragon fight in the franchise. His music is goddamn amazing. Dark Souls 1 did that, but that was for the tail weapons, and they kind of scrapped tail weapons after Dark Souls 1. Okay, hold on, let me look something up. He's the most resistant to lightning. I've platinum Lies of P almost twice. Oh, so fucking annoying. Dynasty Warriors? Is that a game? Because if it is, I've never even heard of that. Yeah. Nope, never heard of it. Alright, my dear, I'm kicking your ass, dude. It's a slow going fight, but it's whatever. I mean, look at that, dude. Cinematic, but not overly. Sporadic and showing the crazy side of him and the abyssal corruption. But also still showing the slithery lizard part of a dragon. It's just hard to get a hit on his head. Come on. Of course. Damn, dude. I've played the Elden Ring DLC several times. As it says, and as I've said, I've been playing these games for 15 years. I've platinumed Elden Ring 3 times. I've played more than enough Elden Ring to never play it again. Yep. I forgot which side he was going to do it on. Yeah, I never expected to get it on the first try. This will take me a minute, but this is the last boss. Aside from Soul of Cinder. Soul of Cinder is going to take me like 30 seconds. I get tired of overused copy and paste bullshit. Artificially difficult bosses. Bloated areas that feel lifeless. Easily broken game mechanics. Probably just the base game ending. I never did any of Yul's quest line. I never gave the Firekeeper any of her shit. God damn it. Oh, he moved away just barely in time. Getting really lucky with those hitboxes. Ow. Damn it. You know what I forgot I can do? I can add Elden Ring for the list of words for TikTok and flag. Random things to follow. Wyatt, you should. Dark Souls 3 is fucking amazing. Much supporting. Thank you. When did I add those? Gameplay-wise, yeah, I love Dark Souls 3. Lore-wise, I love Dark Souls 1. Niche mechanics and nostalgia, Dark Souls 2. But each one of the three has their own thing. But I forgot I could add those to the list.
I should have done that a while ago.
I should have. I don't know why I didn't. Random with the gifts. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
ER.
That's too broad.
What else could that be for?
If it's a singular, if it depends on how they do it. If it's a singular word, sure, but if it's including it in other words, character, where, there, here, her.
I don't think that's how it works.
I don't know how it works. That's what I'm saying. Is if they do it based off of part of the word, sure. Damn it. This is Dark Souls 3. Woo. Damn it. Yep. I wasn't expecting to survive that. Below, thanks for the follow. I do 100% plan on doing this guy, then Soul Ascender this episode. We gotta get bail. I mean, I did really good on my first attempt. If I wasn't distracted by all the fucking people. The specific kind of people. He's in the back rolling a doobie. Come on. What a first opening attack. It's a female, he says. The only one who gets to make fun of my girlfriend is me. That is straight up a good way to get kicked out. Will you stop doing that AoE bullshit? And then hitting me at random points in the AoE? I haven't seen the laser. Oh, fuck. I haven't seen the laser in a minute. He straight up headshot me with that.
Huh?
I'm not talking. Okay. We're gonna get it. It may take me a while, but we're gonna get it. I also don't know where I left that last Estus shard. I really don't. I'm missing one. Demon's Souls? Really? Really? Well, you gotta be specific on Dark Souls because there's technically 5 of them. And which Demon Souls because there's 2 of them. And yes, there's no technical 2. They are very different from each other. I actually do not count the Demon Souls remaster as a FromSoft game. Dark Souls 1 and Demon Souls 2? You mean Demon Souls Remastered? Dark Souls 1 by far. Demon Souls the remaster is really only good in its graphics. Everything else felt like shit in comparison to the original. There's also, at the same point in time, the Demon Souls remaster was so overly, like, restructured gameplay-wise that a lot of the bosses feel lackluster playing them in the remaster compared to the original. Like, they just feel really, really sad. There is a chance I do not end up finishing this fight. For me, this has always been the hardest fight. If you don't hit him on the head, you do half damage. Even though this weapon is one of the best weapons to use against him, there's a dragon fight. He's supposed to be huge. It's a really, really good fight. It's really well scripted. It's just difficult. Also the fact that he does the same attack a lot. Not my kind of games. I am much more of a content-based game with story in the background rather than a story-based game kind of guy. Yeah. Ring City really was a very difficult DLC. Except for Half-Light, obviously. Did I really miss that? Come on. almost went the wrong way. I didn't roll in time. I saw it coming and I didn't roll in time. Yeah, dude, if this is as far as I can get, only dealing this much damage and using these many flasks... But this is what I mean, like I said this earlier, for anybody who was here when I was fighting Gale, I said this earlier. Like, I have a hard time with bosses that don't have weapons. When they're using just their body for the attack, it's so hard to predict. At least for me. No, I don't, because I have a brain and a conscience and don't watch AI bullshit. AI generated content is some of the dumbest shit ever. Yep. I'm still not going to watch some dumb AI bullshit. I would rather actually watch something somebody made with their own fucking hands and their own skill than typing in a prompt and reusing content from one of the best zombies games in history. Yeah, I'm not surviving this. I have one flask left. I've gotten maybe to a sixth of his health. But when I develop my game, when I develop these kinds of fights, Midir is the biggest inspiration for those fights. So keep that in mind. Actually good, actual dragon fight, not some giant ball of lightning energy. I really don't understand why they kept calling Bale and Placidusax dragons. They're just giant balls with heads and wings. But we're gonna fight Soul of Cinder and have an actually good time. Dragons are really cool. Dragon boss fights can be really fun. But Elden Ring dragon boss fights are not dragon boss fights. Now, that sun right there. I'm gonna end up getting a spine tattoo with that shit. Have it line up into a bonfire. Kind of like the way it is right now on screen. Look at that damage. Not a difficult fight, but definitely a fun fight. The Convergence mod version of this fight is fucking amazing. Actually difficult, expands on his move set and expands on what he's able to do as a boss. And just makes it so much cooler visually. But I mean, I'm on my first attempt at this, and I've healed once. Woo, you missed. Oh yeah, that's why I have it on. Well, look at how much damage he does, you know? Not the most difficult fight. But still a really fun fight. Yeah. So think of a spine tattoo. Kind of lined up like that. Where you got the bonfire and the sun just kind of leading down into the bonfire. Nice. He's not an easy fight. I beat him a good handful of times. Now, what I did like about Dark Souls 1 with its separate endings is you could walk away. You could walk away and that would be chosen as an ending. But with this, you have to actually do the quest line. Which is still cool, but it did kind of like the duality of the ideas. It's like, if you get here at this point and you don't do it, you walk out, that's a choice. That should be a choice. But at this point, with the way I've played the playthrough, you've had zero outside, you know, intention. You've had nobody telling you that it's an option. In a base playthrough of the game, without doing any quest lines, you only know that you have to link the first flame. That's it. That's kind of the thing, is the not Midir. Manus and Artorias kind of influenced the movement speed of the later games. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, hello. This is the end of my Dark Souls 3 playthrough for a minute. I'm debating on whether or not I want to do the Convergence mod or go back and do my Dark Souls 1 Platinum. I have been wanting to go back to Dark Souls 1 for a minute. Artorias is probably my favorite Dark Souls 1 fight. No, don't go to the next playthrough. Not yet. The thing is, for me, it's 3 in the morning. I do have plans tomorrow. So I don't want to be awake all night. Pocket sand? Yes, I did already do the DLCs. That's what I was saying mentally. Manus and Artorias kind of influenced the moveset of Dark Souls 3. And Dark Souls 2, kind of. curious. Well, I mean, Dark Souls 1 did it first, and then they expanded on it. Didn't really hit the mark 100% with Dark Souls 2. Oh, his pocket sand move, where he kind of throws all that abyss pus at you. What's going on with Discord? I think one of the biggest things I'll never forgive Elden Ring for is the influence it had on the community's instant necessity to just want to cheese the fuck out of everything. Like, even the term cheese. Like, I don't know why people just can't play the game. Also, how do you cheese Manus with a shield? I really want to know where the hell I missed that 15th Estus shard. Well, that's not cheesing then. That's just being smart. That's using a shield like a person would use a shield. Yeah, that's kind of the point of a shield. God, I gotta look this up. I can't remember where that 15th one is. The body near a hole from the Old King's antechamber bonfire. Ah, that's gotta be it. It's the one in Smoldering Lake. It's whatever. I don't need to worry about it. I am going to get off for the night, though, so... See you, nerds. For those watching over on YouTube, this will be the end of my Dark Souls 3 playthrough, at least until I come back for the Convergence mod. I've already platinum Dark Souls 3 on PC and PlayStation, so I have no real need to come back and finish this character. There's actually a decent chance I delete this character, because I'm not only max on how many characters I can have, but I really only played him for this playthrough. Can I help you?
Yeah, no.
She's touching me. Anyways. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you when I figure out what game I'm going to play next.